界中の皆さん、こんにちは。Now it is time for Shoyu Japan Life.
世界中の皆さん、こんにちは。It's time for this week's Shoyu Japan Life Week in Review. It's Sunday, but we're starting work here at Haneda Airport. The adventure begins our work this week. It starts here and it's gonna end here. Okay, everyone, it's time to get started. And to get us started, let's start with that rice bowl challenge. Good stuff, you know. Check this out.
Rice ball onigiri o musubi challenge. Rice ball onigiri o musubi challenge. Rice ball onigiri o musubi challenge. Gambarimashou.
Okay, everyone, this week's rice ball, we're going to continue with the maze gohan, or the mixed rice. The reason being is, after making last week's rice ball, it made me think, oh, there's that brand, Marumiya. Marumiya puts out these rice ball mixes that you can buy. There's a lot of different flavors, but the one I'm going to introduce to you today is the Kaoru Goma Abura Aji Wakame. So it's that sesame seed oil flavored wakame mix that you have here. Really good stuff. The smell is of sesame oil, and it's part of their mixed rice series. Best thing about this, very inexpensive. I got this at the supermarket for about 120 yen. So great idea for a souvenir if you want to take this home and you want to try this. The way you do it is you just put rice in your bowl and then pour this inside, mix it up, and then make your rice ball, and done. So very simple process and very good. Again, there's different flavors, and the one I'm going to introduce to you is this one. So let's get started and make this thing. Okay, everyone, we got our rice. So the next thing we got to do is just mix this thing in. So let me open this thing up and pour it in. Again, this is to taste, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but here we go. I'm going to put it on here. Anyway, let's mix this real quick. So the flavor can be very salty, so you don't have to put a lot. But again, it is to taste. So we're just mixing up the rice as so. So the smell of sesame seed oil is very strong. It's good. And it's kind of in a dried state, so the wakame or the seaweed is gonna start to expand. But basically, our white rice is mixed and it's ready to go. So the way we always make rice balls is the way we're going to proceed with this, which is get our hands wet. So we don't burn our hands, keep our hands clean, but it's also so that the rice doesn't stick to our hands. So we got our rice and we're going to dig in and just make our rice ball. And so we're pretty much done here. Let me show you the final product. Okay, so here we go. Another successful rice ball challenge. Let's take a look at our new addition to the Onigiri Dojo. This is the sesame seed oil wakame mixed rice ball. Kansei! Looks good, everyone. Time to eat. Okay, everyone, time to eat. Itadakimasu. Oh, look at that. So flavorful. Again, you don't have to put a lot in, but if you look at the picture, that's how it should look. Anyway, great souvenir idea, great flavor. If you have the chance when you're in Japan, by all means, get this. So good. Gochusou-sama deshita. So anyway, come check us out next week and see what kind of rice ball we have. Until then, everyone, mata ne. Okay, everyone, it's time. It's time for the fitness challenge update. So let me give you the totals. And here they are.
Uno Fitness Challenge.
So this week's push-up total was 700 push-ups and 105 pull-ups, with a yearly total of 3,165 push-ups and 411 pull-ups. Going into this week, the goal is going to be the same for the push-ups, and we're raising the pull-ups by 5 to 20 pull-ups. So this was a busy week because I had visitors from out of town that I had to entertain for work this week, which gave me a different fitness challenge. As you can see, I walked almost 36,000 steps, and that actually went over 24 kilometers. So again, a different fitness challenge. And this was on Thursday, January 29th. A lot of fun this week though, hanging out with some friends from out of town for work. But we'll hopefully get back into the regular schedule this week. Hopefully. So as I said, this was a busy week. But it was a good week. And I saw a lot of interesting things. So let me share some of those things with you. So go ahead and take a look. Wow. Inside the Imperial Palace in Tokyo. The walls made with very thick stones. The plum tree slope in the Imperial Palace. Starting to bloom. So here's a cool reason to be living in Japan. They talk about the train systems being on time. If you look at this train, it's supposed to leave at 9:40, and it's leaving at 9:40. Isn't that great? caviar and ikura vending machine, wagyu vending machine, a lot of wagyu vending machine. Oh my gosh, look at all the wagyu and caviar vending machines. Sugoi! That brings our busy but fun week to an end. And so that's a wrap on this week's Shoyu Japan Week in Review. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you join me next week. And until then, have a nice day. Mata ne!
皆さん please like, subscribe, and tell your friends too. Thank you. Oh yeah. ありがとう。よろしくお願いします。